Today is the day. $5,000 in financial blessings will transform your life. Trust. Today is the day. Maybe you've heard this phrase so many times in your life that, for you, it's lost its luster. It has become a distant echo, an empty promise, a mantra that no longer moves your soul. But today, something different is happening. Today, these words are charged with an energy that cannot be ignored. Today, there is a special truth in them, and that is what I want to talk to you about. Yes, today is the day. And no, this is not an empty cliche. It is a declaration of faith, a proclamation that something great is about to happen in your life. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel. Can you understand? There is a feeling in the air, a vibration of change, of transformation. It's as if the universe is whispering in your ear, get ready, because things are about to change, and that change comes in the form of financial blessings. $5,000. 5,000 reasons to believe that the impossible can become reality. 5,000 seeds of hope, ready to germinate and bear fruit in your life. You may be asking yourself, but how? Why me? Let me tell you something. Grace does not follow human logic. It's not about merit, about what you did or didn't do. It's about unconditional love. It's about believing that the same power that sustains the stars in the sky is watching over you now, preparing something incredible. Maybe you are going through a difficult time. Bills pile up on the table. The feeling of being trapped in an endless cycle of scarcity and worry suffocates you. You look around and it seems like everyone has a solution but you. It's like being in the middle of a desert, desperately searching for water, but all you find is sand. I understand. I've been to that place too. But there's something we need to remember about the desert. It's where the greatest miracles happen. It was in the desert that water came out of the rock. It was in the desert that manna fell from heaven. It was in the desert that many found a new beginning. And today, this beginning is for you. Now, you may be wondering, but do I deserve this blessing? What if this is just a coincidence? What if I don't know what to do with this money? I want you to know that all these questions, all these fears are normal, but none of them can erase the truth that is before you. Today, something supernatural is moving toward you. Imagine for a moment what that $5,000 might represent. They are not just numbers on a bank account. These are open doors. These are resurrected dreams. These are debts that dissolve, weights that are lifted from your shoulders. It's the chance to buy what you need, to invest in what you've always dreamed of, to help those who depend on you. That $5,000 is more than money. They are a sign, a reminder that you are not alone, that your struggle has not gone unnoticed. They are living proof that things can change, that miracles happen, yes, even in your life. But for this to happen, there is something very important you need to do. Trust. Trust that there is a bigger plan, even when you can't see the details. Trust that what seems impossible is just a challenge to be overcome by faith. Trust that you are worthy of this blessing, not because you are perfect, but because you are loved. There is a story that I really like. Maybe you've already heard it. It's about a man who lived fishing in a small village. He was poor, but he always believed that one day God would bless him with something greater. One day, while fishing, he found a pearl inside a fish. A pearl so valuable that it changed his life forever. What's interesting about this story is that the man was doing what he always did. Fishing. He wasn't expecting anything extraordinary at that moment. But because he believed, because he remained faithful, the blessing came. Today, your pearl may be different. Maybe it's not inside a fish, but in a phone that rings with an opportunity. Maybe it's a forgiven debt. Maybe it's an idea that was born in your mind, something that seemed so small, but that brings the fruits of a bright future. The important thing is to be prepared to receive, because sometimes blessing comes disguised as something simple, something that requires us to take the next step with courage. I want to encourage you to do something now. Look at your life. See the areas where you most need transformation. Think about your dreams, your heart's desires, and then give thanks as if you had already received it. Yes, before you even see the $5,000, say thank you, because gratitude is a magnet for blessings. Puts us in a state of receptivity where we can realize how abundant we are even before physical manifestation. Today is the day. It's not tomorrow, it's not in a month. It's today. And if you believe this, something profound begins to happen within you. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Everything changes. The doubt begins to disappear. Fear loses its strength. Hope is reborn. This $5,000 is just the beginning. They are the first chapter of a new story. A story where you are no longer defined by scarcity, by struggle, but by what you choose to do with the blessings you receive. Because in the end, the greatest transformation is not in the money itself, but in what it allows you to become. So, I ask you, are you ready for this new beginning? Are you willing to embrace this opportunity with all your heart? Because today is the day. It is no coincidence that you are reading this. It is no coincidence that this message reached you. There is something bigger at work, something that goes beyond your understanding. Trust, believe, get ready, because the best is yet to come. And when it comes, you'll look back and say, I knew it. I knew something extraordinary was about to happen. And this is just the first page of this new story. Shall we continue? Now, imagine holding that $5,000 in your hands, not just as a value, but as a key. Close your eyes again and visualize. What can this key open? What doors have you always wanted to walk through, but seemed like they were locked? Maybe it's the door to a business you dreamed of starting, but never had the resources. Maybe it's the door to a fresh start, free from debts that keep you up at night. Or maybe it's simply the chance to live more lightly without the constant weight of financial worry. What do you feel when you hold this key? Relief? Happiness? Maybe even a little disbelief, as if this were too good to be true. But here's something you need to know. It's not too good for you. We have often been taught that we are not worthy of great things, that blessings like this are reserved for other people, those who seem to have everything under control. But this is a lie. You were made to live an abundant life. Not perfect, but full of purpose, full of moments that make you sigh with gratitude. This $5,000 is just the beginning of something bigger, something that goes far beyond the financial. They are proof that the universe conspires in your favor when you believe. But there is more, because money alone does not transform lives. He is an instrument, a resource. True transformation happens within you. It is your mindset, your attitude, your ability to see possibilities where others see limits that will determine the impact of these blessings on your life. There's a phrase that always inspires me. What you believe in, you attract. It's not about magical thinking. is about how your energy, your attitude towards life, shapes the opportunities that come your way. If you believe you are destined to live in scarcity, that is exactly what you will attract. But if you believe you are worthy of abundance, doors begin to open, connections begin to be made, and miracles begin to happen. And here's the challenge. How can you use this blessing not just for yourself, but to impact others? Because true wealth is not in accumulating, but in sharing. When you help someone, even in a small way, you create a ripple effect of positivity that comes back to you in unexpected ways. Think about the people you can bless. It could be a friend who is struggling just as much as you have been. It may be a cause that touches your heart. It could even be someone you don't even know, but who crossed your path and, for a moment, made you realize how interconnected we all are. And while you reflect on this, I want to share another story. It's about a woman called Anna. Anna lived with very little, but she had a heart full of hope. She always said, "One day, God will surprise me," and she believed it with all her might. One day, Anna received an unexpected call. It was a childhood friend she hadn't seen in years. He had achieved success and, remembering Anna and her kindness in the past, decided to help her. He deposited a generous amount into his account. For Anna, it was as if the sky had opened. With that money, she paid off her debts and started a small homemade cake business, something she always dreamed of. Today, Anna not only supports her family, but also helps other women start their own businesses. This all started with a financial blessing that she chose to multiply. This story touches me deeply because it shows how faith, combined with action, can transform a simple amount into something great. And you, what will you do with the $5,000 that is coming your way? Whatever it is, I want you to know that this blessing is just the first step. There are more coming. Yes, there is more. Because when you start walking on the path of abundance, when you start to truly believe that you deserve a better life, the flow of blessings never stops. It continues like an endless river, bringing freshness and renewal to all areas of your life. But remember, it all starts with gratitude and action. Don't wait for the blessing to fall into your lap without you being willing to do your part. Maybe that means taking a courageous step, like starting something new. Maybe it means closing a cycle, leaving behind something that holds you back. Or maybe it's just opening your heart to believe that, yes, you are worthy of this. And as you prepare to receive it, remember that this money isn't just about solving problems. It is a sign that you are entering a new phase, a phase where fear gives way to hope, where doubt is replaced by trust. Today is the day. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, nor the battles you faced to get here. Today is the day that everything starts to change. It is up to you to decide how this change will unfold. And I'm here to remind you, at every step, that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that your story is just beginning. So tell me, how will you take the next step? The next step, this is the moment when your decision can rewrite entire chapters of your story. Every great journey begins with a choice. And here's something powerful you need to remember. The next step doesn't have to be grand or perfect. It just needs to be your step. Imagine yourself at a fork in the road. In front of you, two paths. One of them is the path of hesitation, of doubt, where you choose to stand still, questioning whether you should go or not, whether you really deserve it, whether things can really change. The other path is action, where you accept the opportunity, even without having all the answers, even without knowing exactly where it will take you. This second path, that of faith in movement, is the path that transforms lives. Perhaps the first step is as simple as saying out loud, "I accept this blessing." Seems small, but the power of these words is enormous. Because by saying them, you not only acknowledge that something special is happening, but you also declare to the universe that you are ready to receive it. And receiving, my friend, is an art. How many times do we refuse good things because we think we don't deserve them? How many opportunities do we pass up for fear of failing? Today, I want you to do different. I want you to open up to the possibility that this $5,000 didn't come to you by chance. They are part of something bigger, something that is being aligned to take you to a place of abundance. Now, think about the impact this could have not only on your life, but on the lives of those around you. Because a blessing never stops with those who receive it. It flows. It's like throwing a stone into a calm lake. The waves spread, reaching places you couldn't even imagine. And that $5,000 could be the rock that creates waves of transformation. Maybe you decide to invest in an old dream that seemed distant. Maybe you'll use this opportunity to learn something new, something that could open doors in the future. Or maybe, just maybe, you will choose to use some of it to bless someone who is also in need of a miracle. The truth is, when we give, we create space to receive even more. And here's something incredible. When you act generously, not just with money, but with time, with words of encouragement, with simple acts of kindness, you activate a powerful principle in the universe. It's like planting a seed. At first, it seems small, almost insignificant. But over time, with care and patience, it grows, becomes a tree, bears fruit. And these fruits are not just for you. They are for everyone who passes through your life. So the big question is, what are you going to plant with this blessing? What seeds are you willing to water? Because that's the secret to transforming not just a moment, but your entire life. Remember that $5,000 is a resource, a tool, but the real miracle is you. It's what you do with it. It's the courage to dream again, to believe that the best is yet to come, to allow yourself to live a life worth telling. And if doubt is still whispering in your ear, I want you to listen to something stronger, the voice of hope, because it is there inside you, maybe buried under years of frustrations and fears, but still alive. And today she is asking to be heard. Close your eyes and imagine the future you want. Not a perfect future, but one where you feel free, where financial worries don't dominate your thoughts, where you have the chance to dedicate yourself to what really matters. Now open your eyes and know that this future begins now. It starts with what you choose to do today. Whether investing in yourself, helping someone, or simply taking a deep breath and being grateful for this new chance, the important thing is to take the step. Step size doesn't matter. What matters is the movement, because movement creates energy, and energy creates possibilities. And here's something even deeper. That $5,000 might just be the first of many miracles. Maybe they arrive as an unexpected gift, a promotion at work, a business that goes well, or a debt that disappears. But they can also be the catalyst for a new mindset, a new way of living, where you begin to see opportunities where you previously saw obstacles. So I ask you again, how will you take the next step? Life is offering you something now. Will you accept? Will you allow this to transform you, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually? Because money is only one part of the equation. The true value is in what it teaches you, in what it allows you to live. Today is the day. The day you choose between staying where you are or moving on to something bigger. And I believe you are ready. After all, if you've come this far, if this message has resonated in your heart, it's because you know deep down that you're prepared for what comes next. So what's next? Let's find out together. Because this story is still far from over. In fact, she is just getting started. And I can't wait to see where it takes you. And now we come to the most important moment of this journey. This is the moment when you, more than ever, decide to take control of your story. Because everything we've talked about so far, about transformation, blessings, abundance, and the strength of your faith, is calling you to action. Not just any action, but one that changes lives, that turns dreams into reality, and that opens doors to a future full of possibilities. That $5,000 is more than just numbers. They are a symbol. They are proof that the impossible can become possible when you choose to believe and act. Today, as you take the next step, you are telling the universe that you are ready to receive. Not only that, you are telling yourself that you deserve this life of abundance, joy, and peace. But, like I said, the miracle doesn't stop with you. It grows, it spreads, it touches other people. And now you have the chance to be part of something bigger, to help spread this message, to inspire other people who also need to believe that the best is yet to come. Therefore, I want to make you a special invitation. If this message has touched your heart, if it has brought inspiration and renewed hope, I encourage you to take one simple but powerful step. Backhand index pointing right, subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will be connecting to a community of people who, like you, are seeking transformation and growth. Sparkling heart like this video. Your support helps us reach even more people who need to hear this message. Each like is a gesture of love and sharing of hope. Counterclockwise arrows button share with your friends and family. You never know who needs that word of encouragement today. Your action could be the key to changing someone's day or even life.